Hello, welcome to this tutorial on electronics component description. In this tutorial, we're going to be teaching you the basis of electronics starting from component description. So as you can see, we are starting with resistor. The first component here is resistor. Resistor is the simplest component you find in electronics. We have capacitor, we have diode, both LED and Zener diode. We have transistors, we have relays, we have IC regulator, we have switches, we have motor, fuse, integrated circuits, we have IC sockets, we have LM35, we have crystal oscillators, we have 7-segment displays, we have LCD, liquid crystal display, we have buzzer, we have speaker, and we have transformer. So we're going to be talking about each of these in detail. Now let's get started. The first one is resistor. What is a resistor? Resistor is a two-terminal device. Resistor has two terminals basically, and it opposes the flow of electric current. Now, how we have a fixed and variable resistor. This is the symbol of resistor, as you can see here. This is a fixed resistor. By fixed, you mean the value is fixed, it cannot be varied. But the second symbol here is for variable resistor. It can be like this or like this. For these ones, the value of the resistors can vary. We also have another type of variable resistor, which is light dependent resistor. This is light dependent resistor. So for this light dependent resistor, the resistance varies as light falls on it. Depending on the intensity of light, it varies. Now, still on this resistor has no polarity. There is nothing like positive or negative terminal of resistor. It has no polarity. Now, if you look here, this is a schematic how a physical LDR looks. Then for a resistor, this is how a physical resistor looks. Even though we have different types of resistors, this one is carbon type of resistor, carbon composition molding. We also have some other ones. So at this point, let's go to the practical table and have a look at live resistor. Okay, here on the table we have resistors. These are different kinds of resistors. As you can see here, these are carbon resistors. Normally they have they have color codes. Like you have 4 colors, 1, 2, 3, and then 4. So these are carbon resistors of different values. The color depicts the value of the resistor. I'm going to show you how to do the color, how to calculate the color to get the value. Then we also have another type of resistor like this. In the market, people call it choke resistors. These are resistors of higher wattage. They are white in color. They are of higher wattage, but the resistance is usually very small. Then we also have these as variable resistors. You can see this one has 3 terminals. So even though I've said earlier that resistor has 2 terminals, but you actually use 2 of these 3 terminals. You actually use 2 of them. Though you can still use the 3, but primarily it is used as 2 terminals. So these are variable resistors. We also have this one is a variable resistor. It has 3 terminals, and then you also make use of it. You can vary the resistance. At times they will write the value on the body, like this one is 10K. As you vary the resistance, the value is varying. Okay, for the variable resistor like this that I showed you earlier, it has 3 terminals. How do you connect this resistor? Normally the middle terminal is a variable terminal. So if you look at the board, I just drew this. If you make use of these 2 extreme terminals, the value will be fixed. If you read it with your meter, it will be giving you a fixed resistance. So, but if you make use of the middle one and any other one, it will be varying. It will give you a variable resistor. So that is how you use it. You can actually use these two or these two for variable purpose. So that is how you do that. Then we also have this other smaller one that at times we call it preset resistor. As you can see, two of the legs are on the same line. One is a bit away. So I'm going to draw it on the board, assuming these are the two on the same line and this one is away. This one that is away is usually the variable leg. So if you read these two, if you read the resistance between these two terminals, it will give you a fixed resistance. But if you read this one that is away, if you read it with any of these, either this or this, it will give you what? It will give you a variable resistance. So that is how you go about resistance. In the next video, I'm going to show you how to do resistor color coding to use it to get the value of resistors. Thank you.